Hi everybody and welcome to now the assembly of the engine, and let's start with the good news. So the good news is we got all the parts we needed. We have a brand new water pump over here. Here is a brand new water pump with all that needs to come. These are the seals. There we go. And here we have our oil pump. It's an ex-Japan, and we have a genuine Toyota timing belt. This is how you tell it's a genuine one. Still have our replacements, our overhaul kits over here, and yeah, this is the part where we have the bad news. So this is the head gasket. Unfortunately, this is pure asbestos. Like, it's not a genuine, in as much as I got all the parts from the boxes are genuine, all the other parts are okay because they're pure metal. This is not a genuine head gasket, so we'll not be using this gasket. I'll try to get back to the guys who sold this overhaul kit to us. First, I'll see and try if they can get a replacement part for this, for the overhaul gasket. If not, I'll ask for a replacement for this head gasket, because okay, the original head gasket which comes with the engine is pure metal, but for now we'll need a Toyota genuine one, which is a mix of the metal and asbestos. The reason why that would be recommended is because if during the engine life, maybe at one point it overheated, the coolant seeped through, and there's a very very slight warp, the metallic gasket will not feel it. So that's why it's recommended to go for the one which is a mix of asbestos and steel, because if there's even the slightest of imperfections, the asbestos will fill that one up, but for the steel it won't. It will need going to a machine shop and grinding that head, which means if we start running the engine, we'll have to strip the engine down and have that part grinded. Now I'll have Adnan explain the other parts. Yeah, I've told you about the head gasket. This is it. But hizi vitu zote nashindaga kuambia replacement parts, and I've never told you what they are. So Adnan will do a quick rundown and tell me, because he told me there's something which is not genuine. It's not a Toyota genuine part because it's not branded. So Adnan, take it over. Yeah.
So this is the top cover gasket, top cover seal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then this is for the intake manifold.
All right.
Intake manifold gasket.
Yeah, gasket for the intake manifold.
This is for the
exhaust.
Exhaust, yes.
Yeah, it's for the exhaust manifold.
Yeah. And then, so these ones are all together, but then kuna ya oil pump hapa, the one that mates onto the board block itself.
So you can even see from the shape, kuna pale inaingia somewhere the shape. Okay.
And then there's this one, which mates onto this one. Yeah. So this seal is for here. Hii inaenda inakalia kwa pande ya crankshaft on the other side behind the flywheel. Okay. So this part is not part of the gasket kit, but
yeah, this one is part of the engine.
Yeah.
But ndio inaenda hapo.
Hiyo ndio inaenda hapo. So this seal is also a replacement part that we're going to replace as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So then kuna hizi gasket tu zingine. One of them goes for the oil pickup. It's here hapo kadogo. Kwa hapo.
Guys, don't worry.
But anyway, kuna
msijali kwa nini hatutoi kwa paper, because I've told you I'm trying to go back and see if I can get a replacement of all this. If not, I try to get a replacement of this. Na kama tumerarua paper pia inaweza kuwa tricky. That's why we don't want to damage these ones yet.
So the reason I was telling you, aside from the obvious, the head gasket as well.
Yeah.
The head gasket itself, you can know the difference of far as the quality is concerned. So this one hatujararua, but you can just see this is an asbestos gasket, which definitely is one of the lower quality ones. Let me bring the one that we had on the engine.
Okay.
So you can notice the difference.
So this is what is sile mnaonaga gari na smoke, ndio unasikiaga you have to replace your head gasket.
No, not really.
No, it's not this one.
No.
Ah,
The one that causes the smoke iko hapa. But this one usually gari ki overheat. So what happens is, I can show you here, and the one that is currently that was originally on the engine when we removed it. So you can tell the difference. This is like a mix of the metal and the asbestos. So you can even tell the thickness of
like
it.
Even the feel.
Yeah.
This one is not wrapping as.
Yeah, and then you can see the lining around the cylinder. This is what is most important, because at this point where this is the thinnest part of the head gasket.
Yeah.
Thinnest in the sense that this is where the cylinders come together.
Yeah.
So usually when a car overheats, maybe coolant inaisha yote, so the engine runs hot, of course.
Yeah.
So this part is usually what is affected. You can see how it's darkened on all three of these. So if it is of low quality, like maybe thin as this is, it will get to the point where inakatika.
Actually.
So the moment these ones are sharing compression, the different cylinders, then you have a misfire.
Yeah, you have a misfire cylinder 1, 2, 3, like.
Unapata sasa two cylinders are sharing compression, and you wouldn't want that, because when they're sharing compression, the way they say it works better when they're two together. You can't break two sticks together.
Yeah.
It works differently.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I was saying to replace that. And then, so the one that causes the smoke on the engine, aside from the piston rings as well, the oil rings, these the valve seals. So these are 16 pieces. Each individual valve has a seal on its own. So since the head is usually filled with oil at any given point, this one avoids the oil getting through to the valve itself and into the combustion chamber. So the valve seals usually cause that.
And these ones are okay? They don't need to be replaced?
If we're getting a replacement kit, these ones came with the kit.
Yeah, these ones came with the kit.
And they don't seem to be, I don't know if it's really visible, but these ones are just generic seals. So this is a replacement seal for this.
HTCL.
So you can see the difference as to why I'm saying this. This is branded, NOK brand. It's not like it's a renowned brand or anything, but it has a part number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this one, what it has is the dimension.
9285.
So you see that 70 yoyote unaona? Those are the dimensions of it. This is just a generic seal.
So this was not a genuine Toyota replacement kit.
Yeah, it was not a genuine Toyota replacement kit. So you can see, these things these days are very hard to know. You can see this is a Toyota branded kit.
Yeah. It has the
Lexus, Toyota, Madedo Mingi.
Yeah.
Then you can see the way this barcode is. So usually when it's a Toyota, you can even see the way wameandika hapa. Toyota genuine, made in Japan. But hii kitu ingeweza kuongea ingekwambia Canada Japan.
Nikwambia Japan tulienda na wewe.
Itakuuliza hivyo labda. So if there is a chance we can get a replacement of this entire kit, then we're okay.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we just get a replacement of the gasket, the head gasket.
Okay. So I guess they say you win some, you lose some. I don't know. Now that you've said all these parts are generic, I think just to avoid the long route and everything, I can just go back to where I've got the timing belt. At least somewhere I know I'll get a genuine part.
Yeah, but there's that genuine. Okay, if you're going to buy like an actual Toyota genuine kit, you're going to pay upwards of 20,000 for the kit alone.
Okay.
So if you buy maybe something that is even in Kona Koleza, there are different qualities. Yeah. Even the Thailand or the Taiwanese kits, they have different qualities. Yeah. So kuna ile namba moja, they usually call it, which is like the closest to genuine. So if it's closest to genuine, it's of better quality. They're not generic parts in it. At least, if anything, the head gasket is of good quality. Yeah. Those ones can even go for around 6,500 or even 7,000, which is a reasonable price compared to having 20,000 spent on a head gasket.
Yeah. Okay, so Okay, maybe we'll go that route. We'll try and see if we can replace this kit. So see how I will be able to differentiate the original and the generic one, but I'll just have to look out for the part numbers.
Yeah. The part numbers and all, but also remember that the part numbers, like this kit has a part number on its own.
Yeah,
but still.
Yeah, I mean we've seen how that one goes. So I think like the way you said is that part. This one.
Yeah.
See this, like it's the way you said it has a part number, but this one, our replacement just has the dimensions. So maybe I can check out for this. If not possible, we ask them to replace these gaskets. But wakiniambia karibu Nairobi, I just have to look for
worst case scenario. You're only going to purchase the gasket.
Okay.
So these are the you can deal with them. These ones are okay.
These ones are okay.
These are the seals and all we can manage with them.
You give them an okay.
Well, an okay-ish.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking now. Yeah.
So,
because we're not going
to open this thing again.
Yeah, and you're not hatuweki kwa hii build yetu atufanye ile wacha iweke tushikilia. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
So
but hizi zile za kushikilia, yes, they will give you the mileage of it, but what I would say is that you cannot compare the quality of this than what would be a genuine part.
Okay.
Yeah, so the most important part is this, because you wouldn't want to have issues with compression.
Yeah, exactly.
So these are the things, like you see these seals that are here. These ones are top cover seals. Like pale kwa the plug holes where the lead wire is going.
Yeah.
So these ones just avoid this oil seepage into where the plug's going. So things like these ones are, even you can just see it like this is kwa sawa. But this is where we draw the line.
Okay. My head is still hapo penye umeniambia okay-ish. I want it to be an okay, so tell me.
So that's why I'm telling you to push to get a genuine gasket.
Okay, so we have decisions to make. We have visits to make to the shop. Tarudi, see if they can replace this. If not, see if they can replace the head gasket. If not, we'll just take that as a loss and get to genuine shops where we'll get a replacement kit which is the closest to genuine. Indio?
Yeah, if not, because definitely first of all, getting a genuine kit for these engines, they're not exactly new in the market.
Yeah.
So if you have to go to search for 1NZ, 2NZ genuine gasket, you'll get it very easily compared to a 7NZ.
Okay. So I guess there are the two shops. Timing that those guys, I can get an
Yeah, they can get
genuine one. Yeah.
Good thing is you can communicate with them first and live with them, and you can ask them point blank.
Yeah.
Am I going to get a genuine or a sub-genuine?
Yeah.
Kama ni sub-genuine ni namba gani? Am I getting something that is close to genuine
or way off? Okay, so we have a work cut out for us. But for now umesema kuna vitu tunaweza fanya.
Yeah, we are still continuing with the valve grinding to clean it up a bit. That's why we get the petrol. Then aside from that, we have the block. The block we're going to do a bit of the bottom end assembly. So essentially the petrol is going to help us to clean out all the dirt and grime that might have been left.
Yeah.
So I think I can show you guys here. So you see these parts where the main bearings they go in, the main journals, we need to clean these up. So these holes that are here, these ones are for the oil supply. So the oil pump feeds into the block itself, and oil is pumped through the oil galleries inside the block and comes in through here. So you can imagine if you have any sort of blockage here, then
the engine is starved of oil.
Yeah, this particular maybe main journal would be starved of oil. And if you have that, then the bearing runs hot and eventually it seizes onto the crankshaft and you span your bearing. So that's how it happens. So we need to make sure with the petrol that we've cleaned all of these areas. We don't have this build-up of slight corrosion since the engine has been open for quite some time. And then when you look into the bore of the cylinders here, you should not you should not be able to have that texture. It has to be like completely smooth.
Yeah, super smooth.
Yeah, so if we have all of that cleaned up, then we can install the crankshaft, the part of the flywheel, we can keep that bit that has the seal, the oil pump on this end, and then we'll be good to go as far as the bottom end is concerned, aside from now the sump.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what's a build for you? Adnan never told me that part. He never told me this part.
Ningekupea disclaimer.
Bana, mngenipea disclaimer bana.
Lakini disclaimer gani ulikuwa unatafuta?
What can go wrong?
Okay, it's when you're going into something, like when you're going deep into something like this, you never think about what is going to go wrong. Yeah, you always think about the positive and how the build is going to be a success. Just that there are hardships related to that.
Anyway, these are good problems, I would say, good challenges, because the next time we're doing a build, tutakuwa tunajua ni hii tunaenda. The more the challenges, the more the experience.
Na wewe hata kama unafanya hivi build yako ya kwanza, ya pili utafanya nini? Utatuvumbua.
Wacha kwanza tupambane na hii.
Yeah.
Nitasema nimeweza ile siku nitafungua engine nikuja nikwambia nani nimefungua hapa nifanye nini. Wewe unakaa hapo chini na watch.
Mimi
ndio itakuwa
kuinulia mkono. Na kuweka scotch brite na toothbrush. Wewe osha hizo vitu.
Unaambia tu wewe clean.
Juma said this guy has got OCD. I don't know. Let me show you something. I need to show you something.
Nini sasa ndio unataka kuonesha? What?
Mwambie utapatana na mimi. Mwambie. Ndo ajue.
I got it from her.
So it's okay. Sawa, he's giving credit which is okay. Hata mimi ningepeana singepeana credit. Sasa this intake, I don't think it's ever been this clean. I think hata mtu wa Japan kidogo alikuwa amehata mali. Juma zee jamaa bana. Paka nilisha
we had to clean it bana.
Ile kitu natumanga kuosha wachana na hata scotch brite. It was like a sponge bana roll it.
Ile
sponge iko na kiglita hivi bana. Jamaa aliosha na hivi. If Valve has done it, ever seen better days than this. Wow.
Well,
jana alifanya kazi bana.
Tulipambana.
Unaweza dhani imepigwa rangi na by the way hata mnaweza angalia
unaweza dhani ni
mnaweza nifuata kwenye mmenifuata na hamtapata nikinunua rangi mahali.
Yeah.
Huyo jamaa aliosha hii kitu.
The plus side is ulisema unabomoa engine yako.
Sasa wana.
So you say
basically
mali pia kuosha tu ni simu tu. Nimepata sponge yako ndio hii.
Yeah. Anyway, this is going to be an interesting build. You can already see the work that our guy here is putting into it. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that day that we'll be doing a test drive. And wachana na ile story braking. The day that we'll actually redline the engine. That's the day I'm waiting for.
Redline ya tuzi redline kabla tuja braking, si ndio?
Pesa tu braking bana, hata engine hivyo unajua.
Si kwanza tuna braking ndio.
Unajua sasa gari mpya haijazoea this sort of power.
By the way. Okay. Sawa. Tuendelee.
piston, as it is, we have this mark here that points towards the way the pistons imepangwa 1 2 3 4. So you point this towards where 1 would be. So kama ni cylinder number 2, this point is still on this side. So that helps you determine where the intake and the exhaust valves are, because the different sizes. Ukiweka different orientation, this notch is larger than this, so this might come in contact with this part of the piston. So when you're arranging the valves, you sort of arrange them in a cross pattern. So for example, if the first compression ring, the gap is somewhere like here, that would mean that the second ring, the gap would be opposite. So kama gap ya hii iko hapo, inamaanisha ya ring number 2 itakuwa malika hapo opposite. Then for the oil rings, we have this notch here. So for example, if the last one is there on this mark, for example, then that would mean tutafute huyu ndo huyu hapa, tunampeleka hapo. So we're doing a cross pattern. That's how they arrange the rings. Alafu zinakuja sasa, they are compressed of course with the piston ring compressor. Sasa ikuje iekelewe.
Kuonyesha na kuonyesha
Hivyo.
na labda usionyeshe. Pole usiforce. Hivyo tu. Hii mkono mmoja shika huko. Hivyo. Asungusha. Hivyo. Hivyo tu inaenda. Hivyo. Shika hii. Hivyo. Itatamsha mpaka chini. Kwa ya pili.
Sasa si mimi bro.
Hiyo najaribu.
Umeconfirm mimi bro.
Kuna kidole yangu imefinya hapa.
Wapi?
Hapa.
Wacha.
Ya kwanza ina shida. Ya kwanza ina tension. Unaona hiyo ring ya pili? Unaondanga na cast. Si cast ile mnaitangaje?
Nakwambia mimi kama ile nyingine place hiyo. Sasa hebu jaribu kuviklock hizo ring wenye nilikuwa nimeshow.
Oh my god.
Angalia position
ya this.
So this would be like this, for example, if cylinder number 1 is on this side.
Okay. So this, the first ring goes to the opposite cylinder.
So the second ring, use these notches as a guide.
Si lazima tumeanza, acha nikuonyeshe kitu kingine.
Moja acha ikae hivi.
Mimi ndo nakuonyesha. Unaona? Situmii hizi sana. Hizi ni mali za valve. Sasa hii kitu unakujanga unapoingia hapo katikati. Leta line straight. Sawa? Rudi katikati, futa side nyingine. Na ufute hapa. Sasa tumia space.
Also ni hapa.
Sasa umefanya nini hapo?
Wewe ni ule
sasa tofauti iko wapi?
Huwezi tumia hizi. Juu ukitumia hizi, hiyo magi itakuja hapa.
Okay, so nachora hivi na hivi. So 1 2 3. Si ndio?
Aje.
Tumesema line, nachora line.
Futa hivyo. Hii mkono ikuje hivyo. Isiende straight. Hii nyingine ikuje hivi. Uchore kitu kama hiyo. Umeona ile ndio nimechora? Kama V.
Hii. Oh, hivi.
Hivyo. Alafu nyingine cross hapa. Sasa hizi ni vingapi?
1 2 3.
Sasa
so okay. If the first one is here. Here pili.
Pili ndio huko. Pili ndio sana. Hii rudisha huko. Rudisha hapa.
Sikaika ina karibia ile.
Si iko huko.
Kitu iko hivi. Si hapo. Si hapo, chora hivi. Ingine kuja hivi. Sawa? Ingine. Unaona hii iko sawa. Sasa hii yenye nakujanganya inafaa kuja hapa.
Ndio na ndio iko hapo.
Sasa hii nyingine hiyo namba 3. Ikalia mali kama hapo hivi.
Inafaa kuwa na
hapo.
Hapa si ndio?
Kisha. Hiyo piston inaweza iwe kesho.
Yeah.
Sawa. Sasa Ule mnataka kwa mechanic. Mechanic watakuwa na
ina point. Hii ina point wapi? Hii ina point, ina 2 point.
Hii ni yake.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Inatafuta Google Maps yake.
Hello, and we are back in the continuation of the engine rebuild. Sasa tunaifunganisha. At least I've got the replacement parts over here. Ndio hizi hapa Adnan anafungua. What we had to get is a new head gasket. Then the intake manifold, I couldn't get it. So we'll still use the one yenye imekuwa hapo. Then also this small box over here has the timing belt tensioner, because ile yetu ilikuwa napiga kelele. Hiyo ni silicone ya kutusaidia kulock vitu. Leo huyo nitamhurumia. He's a bit under the weather.
Tu.
When did the rain start beating you, Adnan?
Imekuwa karibu wiki hivi.
Wiki jana nimempatia wiki ya kurecover haponi, nimemwambia sasa hapa. Kwa kamba tunasemaga ndio inasemaga aje? Uonde ya haina huwa inapona na ile maji asubuhi diu.
So unaniita yeye.
No, ninakupa. Na tuko na Mr. Dan Project 323, yeye ndio akona ile, ndio hiyo hapo mnaiona, hii ndio gari yake. Exactly vile nakaa hivyo, si ati ni picha ama nini. Yeye ndiye amekuja kunisaidia na banta. Yeye ndiye atapiga Adnan banta leo. Leo. Lakini hapa unajua shida, watatuingilia ati light skin watatu tunapigana banta. Okay, so wacha tuendelee na build sasa. Bado. Now, this inaitwa squeezer, because you can see the piston looks like this. The rings zina pop out. Ikizisukuma ikiingia hapa inatoka ile side nyingine. So this apparatus over here nilikuwa nadhani ni kikombe ya mutua hapa ya chai, but ini squeezer. So tunaingiza hiyo piston ring hapa. Atawaonesha. I have no idea, it's my first time seeing it, so acha tuone. What you're doing is the alignment of the rings. In the previous video mliona how it looks, how it's supposed to be aligned. Iko sawa, imechora, inafaa kuwa imechora something like vile nilioneshwa hivi, inafaa kuwa hivi, line hivi na hivi, si ndio? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So you can see this one is here, kipino ingine iko hapa, ingine iko hapa. So yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so a little bit of oil to lubricate the piston as it goes in. That's the squeezer at work. Inafinya hizo rings, then itagongwa, then ndio piston itatosha hapo ndani ingie, the rings zita line. Yeah, that's how it goes. Yep. one ring in. Hivi ndio tutafanya for all the 4 of them.
Number 1.
Hi guys, how are you? So I'm taking over for Jack. I don't where stage fright, wacha tuite hivyo. So tuko hapa. The last time we were working on the engine, we were assembling the head. We did a bit of the valves installing, and then we installed the pistons as well and did the bottom end of the engine. So now we are carrying on with putting the head onto the block, after which it will be ready to be installed onto the car. We're not going to install it as a complete engine, we're only going to install it as a slim engine. From then on, we'll continue with the wiring. After the wiring is done, then we'll do the modifications for the mountings and all. Okay, the mountings first and then the wiring, and then after which we'll do the intake manifold, the exhaust manifold, and modify the exhaust as well, now that we're moving from a carburetor to 1800cc second gen 7A. Sawa. now we have the head installed onto the block. We're now moving on to the camshafts. Yeah, so that's the next step before we now do the timing. Record. Ingine.
Ingia kwa recorder. Ingia kwa record.
Kwa record sasa.
Hey, and that will be the end of this video. That will be the end of the engine overhaul, the rebuild, kinda in quotes. And hey, I'm really happy about this. Imekuwa interesting, imekuwa challenging, but again, the most important part, it's been a good learning curve. Challenges zenye I'm very sure zitatusaidia in our subsequent builds. And yeah, the soul of the car is done. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else remaining, because right now it's a slim engine and it's supposed to be that way. The next thing tutafanya ni tutaenda kuiweka kwa gari. We check the mounting points if they are okay, or they need any modification before we start any body work, any paint, because hatutaki tuanze kuja kubomoa gari after tusha paka rangi. I don't want that. The other thing that is remaining is the ECU tulisema tunafanya standalone, but mwenye nafanya yuko around, so we'll still run with the stock ECU for now as we do the break-in, which will be like 1,000 kilometers. Hiyo naweza amua tu nipange trip kwenda Mombasa na kurudi na nishafanya break-in.
Ama ni Mombasa. Choose a scenic route. Utende hivi straight to hivi.
Niache kwenda straight. Tunaweza enda loko. Okay, sawa. Whichever the case, tutafanya break-in with the stock ECU. Hopefully mwenye anafanya the standalone atakuwa amerudi. Kama atakuwa amerudi, we'll figure out a way to deal with it. And also we'll need to get the clutch kit. Clutch kit ni hesabu yake nimeambiwa ni kapesa kazuri, but no worries. Hii build bana, Mungu yuko mbele. Huyo ndiye anatuonesha we walk by faith not by sight. Amen inshallah. Yeah, so asante sana Adnan. Thank you for being a blessing. That's all I can say. You've been literally a blessing. And the third guy mwenye hatuwezi waonesha for classified reasons, hatuwezi waonesha. So there's also, I need to get the timing belt cover, the plastics. I don't know by the time we release this video kama nitakuwa nimezipata. If I will, you'll see them. If not, you'll see them in the subsequent build. Adnan amesema pesa yangu ya kabi imeishia hapa. Amesimama. Anyway guys, thank you for staying with us. At least for the engine you're done. Now going to tamalizia interior. I don't know kama tumemalizia by the time this is going on air. Yeah, so we're done with that. Once we're done with that, tutaenda sasa kwa body and everything else. So until the next one, see ya.